Let me present before you some of the important points in reference to the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018. So in reference to economic frauds, we already have IPC sections and Money Laundering Act, we have Binomy Transactions Act, and we have Companies Act in order to try such frauds in India. Then what was the necessity of introducing an additional law, that is the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018? To be precise, every year an average of 45,000 crores of fraud is taking place, economic frauds are taking place in India, and an average of 5,000 fraudsters are responsible for looting about 45,000 crores from the banks. This is one of the main reasons why the banks are running under loss in India. So after committing fraud of hundreds of thousands of crores, some frauds which is nearing 1,000 crores, after committing such frauds, they avoid the Indian law, they escape to other countries and find shelter easily in foreign countries. And as far as extraditing them and bringing back those offenders to India is a time consuming measure. It doesn't happen that quickly because we do not have such quick extradition laws. The domestic laws where these fraudsters have taken shelter, in fact very strongly protect them. They will be undergoing the procedure of law, the case which is filed in that country. So it takes time, it takes 10 to 15 years to come to a near conclusion. So therefore, after committing fraud that is hundreds of crores, when they escape to other countries and it becomes very difficult to bring them back to India, so this act, the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018, this empowers, by virtue of special formation of courts, which has got the power to search, to seize and to confiscate the properties of the fugitive who has committed a fraud which is more than 100 crores. So this is applicable to them. This law is applicable to seize and to confiscate the property that is left behind by the fugitive, by the economic offender who has committed a fraud of 100 crores and above. So less than that is still a question mark. So however, as a quick interim measure, this act, so whatever the property movable and immovable he has left behind can be confiscated by the special courts under this act. So though the tune of economic fraud the fugitive has committed and his property which is left over in India will never be of any match. It may be at the maximum 10 to 15% of the total fraud committed by him. But even then, the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act comes as a rescue, immediate interim measure, so that the properties left behind him in India are confiscated.